Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Nix from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. Well, I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him one drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's May. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
May now from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointment. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And no success on the fake punch. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A lot of these punters back in the day, well, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing to pass it, and it sure backfired there.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Running with Swift out of the gun. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Next, quick out wide, complete. He dodged the tackle, and he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and goal, Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. May. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Here's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
May looking to throw. Big strike here to Williams. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is May. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Complete. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. May now on third down. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's May. Complete right side to Washington. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again. It's May. And he drives this forward to the 6. Dose of the hurry up here.
At the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Gallus checks on the extra point. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Nix again on second and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on third. That hit affected that throw. It sails out of bounds, incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Here's May to the air. Mo finds his running back, Henderson. Space past the 35. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down.
Off the play action, May. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Now he's past the 25. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They'll come up on first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Quick throw completed by May. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
On gain of 11, it's now third and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. May throwing for it. It's on target to Williams. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. So, Roth, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Nick's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Has it downfield, working the left. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down.
May on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now.
At the Broncos' 25-yard line.
May now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half. One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Patriots do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our 1st half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and cut that stream to a minimal gain.
Jukes his way into space. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
16 yards. That's good for a Patriot.
First down, May. Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Shovel pass complete! And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 7. Operas Borregales to kick off for New England.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose!
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Headed out right. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 14.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On the gun, it's May. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They've got first down here from the 36. Here's the pistol snap to May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Brings up second and 18 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Henderson, running left. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Henderson here from the gun. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go and get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Drops it underneath, Swift. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and long for Nix. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Makes the tackle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. To throw, here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in, too. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
May looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots leading by 7. He'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Broncos 1st down. Going run again with Swift. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 33-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Olay!
Here he is to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, here's Swift, and he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Well, we, of course, have the benefit of hindsight up here, but risking the game on a 2-point play, not looking preferable at this moment to just taking the point after in time.
This is why the coaches get paid what they get paid. If you make it, you're brilliant, you're brave, you're a risk taker. But if you fail, you're reckless and careless. I'll say this too, Kate. Now you're going to have to talk to your defense. Because what you've just told your defense is we didn't trust this game to go to overtime. We wanted to win it with our offense, and they didn't get the job done.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass caught by his tight end. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He'll look to throw it. Quick slant caught by Sutton. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. Now out comes the 2nd-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away.